Hey up everyone, hope we're all doing well. Tom Aspinall is easily the most unluckiest fighter in MMA history, in my opinion. And we're going to go from the start and work our way to right now on why he is one of the most unluckiest fighters of all time. Because it's not just his current situation, it's a few instances in his MMA career what makes him the unluckiest fighter, in my opinion. So we go all the way back to 2020, 5 years ago, when Tom Aspinall made his UFC debut. And he started with flying colours in 2020. He gets 2 wins in the very first round. Looks amazing. You get what you want from a heavyweight, which is just demolition jobs, smashing the fuck through people. We get to 2021 and he beats Arlovsky, you know, a washed Arlovsky, an older version of Arlovsky, but still a very good name to have under your belt and under your resume. Gets to finish it in the second round. And then we move on later on to Sergey Spivak, where he makes light work of Sergey Spivak and smashes the fuck out of him like he's been doing to everyone else. And then we get to 2022, where we get a bit of a step up where he takes on Alexander Volkov and makes light work of Volkov. Volkov is a very experienced guy, especially compared to Tom Aspinall. He's fought the who's who, and Aspinall made absolute light work of Volkov and absolutely fucking bummed him. Great head movement, and then gets a takedown. That slip into a takedown is beautiful stuff, and then just makes it easy, gets like an arm lock, and Volkov in the very first round absolutely just puts him away like it was nothing. But then we get to Curtis Blades, the first fight, another one would have been a big win for Aspinall if he could have got it done. But what happens? He blows his fucking knee out in 15 seconds. Now this is where the unlucky part starts happening, because injuries, they happen, and unfortunately for Tom, he suffered a big injury with his knee, which put him out on the shelf for about a year. You know, kind of not ideal when you've got this fucking ball rolling, you're finishing everyone, you got a massive win over Volkov, made it easy, and going into against Curtis Blades, yeah, alright, yeah, a lot of people were expecting to win, but everyone who knows MMA was like, okay, well, Curtis Blades, at this point as well, quite a dangerous fight, you know. Curtis Blades, well experienced, well rounded as well, been in there with like Ngannou twice, you know, JDS, a number of fighters. Blades has proven, Blades was well-rounded, and Blades was in a good stage of his career, and it was like, oh shit. And then when we found out he takes an injury in 15 seconds, you don't get to see much of the fight. You're like, oh fuck, why does this have to happen for this big hype train in the heavyweight division? But anyways, he's out for a year. Unlucky. He comes back, starches Marcin Tybura. He comes back on a short notice 2-week fight against Sergey Pavlovich, the boogeyman of the division, starches him in the round, and everyone's thinking, holy shit, Tom Aspinall, he's fucking brilliant. And then he gets the rematch against Curtis Blades. Has to defend an interim title. Cheers, John Jones. An interim. We'll carry on with John Jones in a sec. An interim title against Curtis Blades, and he keeps that ball rolling by starching Curtis Blades with ease. Was it a jab as well? I believe it was. I was there in attendance. It was brutal. Finishes Curtis Blades very quickly, makes light work of him, and then we're all hoping he gets the John Jones fight. John Jones, please fight our boy Tom Aspinall. Please, please, please. And according to rumors, according to Ariel Helwani, John Jones said, you know what? Fuck it. 30 M's, I'll do it. Dana White, Hunter Campbell, money on the fucking table. There you go, Jonathan. 30 M's, fight Tom Aspinall. John Jones like, you know what? Fine, I will. He signs the contract, and a few days later, you know, he's had time to reflect on his decision. He starts, you know, going to the toilet a bit more, shitting himself like, fuck, I'm all fucked up here, boys. I'm out. I'm all out. I'm not going to fight Tom Aspinall. But we, as the public, are led to believe, and even Tom Aspinall himself, oh no, the fight's still going to go ahead. You got Dana White every chance he can. We're going to make this fucking fight. Yeah, you guys want this fight? We're going to give you this fucking fight. What happened? We didn't get the fight, and it left Tom Aspinall out of action from, what, July of 2024 till October of 2025. Over a year of his career gone because John Jones fucked him about, and Dana White and Hunter Campbell fucking lost the bollocks and couldn't just say, yeah, Tom, we can't get the fight of John, we'll just move on and thingy. They couldn't do that fast enough. Instead, we got John versus Stipe as well. Yeah, that happened. we just never got John versus Tom, so John wasted his time. And quite frankly, not just John, but the UFC as well. They could have hurried up and was like, okay, we haven't got the fight, let's fucking move on. We've gave him the 30 M's. He says, no, he shit himself. Let's move on. It took him this time, and like, no. It just took him so long. But we finally get to it. They finally gave him a fight against Cyril Gane, and everyone's thinking, wow, this is going to be a fucking walk in the park for Tommy Boy. And of course, what happened. He had a bit of adversity. You know, he was losing a bit on the feet. He still made it contested and competitive, but he was, you know, Cyril Gane was getting the better of him, I would say. But then, the eye gouge, the fucking eye gouge from Cyril Gane. I can't fucking see. Why are you all booing me? I can't fucking see. His eyeballs get fucked. And then you got people saying, I think he was faking it. You know, Aspinall now coming out on the Ariel Helwani show saying, yeah, I'm not going to be able to fight. I don't know when I'm next going to be able to fight. I currently can't even train. And there's talks of surgery on both of my eyes. So he's going to be out for another long period of time. So he was out for a year because of an unfortunate knee injury. Within 15 seconds against Curtis Blades. John Jones and the UFC did a little tag team and took off a year and a bit of his career because they're, you know, fucking about with him getting a fight out of John. So that's like 2 years, 2 and a bit years. And now you've got this thing with Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane fucking eye poked him. A illegal move. And again, he's going to be out for, I'm assuming, for a very long time. And I'll be honest with you, I reckon we're going to have to do an interim championship in the heavyweight division. Tom Aspinall, who's going to be the saving grace of the heavyweight division, everyone was excited for. Everyone was saying he's going to be this, he's going to be that, he's going to be this. Might end up becoming a big what if. And that upsets me. And in my opinion, he's one of the most unluckiest fighters of all time. Having, you know, being on the cusp of having one of the biggest fights of all time against John Jones. That doesn't happen. Getting injuries and also getting poked in the eye by Cyril Gane. And somehow, some brain-dead MMA fans have twisted this and put the blame on Tom Aspinall and pointed the finger, no pun intended / pun intended, pointed the finger at Tom Aspinall to why is it fault of this? What? Are we okay? Like, I don't understand this. And now he's just getting loads of his shit from people. Don't get me wrong, with some normal people like myself who know it's not his fault, who said he faked it. When he gives evidence of the doctors, the medical documents, they're like, oh, he's milking it. What the fuck is going on? I just feel so bad for Tom Aspinall because he just can't win. And even if he does win, there's always a question mark about it. Oh, well, he beat Pavlovich, but he wouldn't be able to go 5 rounds. Oh, we beat this guy, but he wouldn't be able to do it against John Jones. Oh, well, he would lose in a rematch against Cyril Gane. Oh, he quit against Cyril Gane because he took a bit of adversity and he wasn't going his own way. Like, he can't fucking win, and now he's going to be out of action for a long time. And I'm going to be honest with you, the worst thing could happen next, when he does come back and if he loses to, I don't know if it's going to be a Cyril Gane rematch or if there is an interim title, if he loses to interim champion, you know what the discourse is going to be? He was only hype, and that's all it was. And I'll feel so fucking bad for him because he's just been completely shafted by things what are completely out of his control. You know, it's not like he's been losing fights what is to do with him. No, he's been fucked over by an injury. He's been fucked over by John Jones of the UFC just fucking him about. And then he's been fucked over by Cyril Gane with an illegal blow. That's how it's played out. And somehow he's getting the fucking brunt of it. I do not understand this. It completely fucking baffles me. I feel so sorry for him. I hope that he can come back as fit as possible and 100%. I do believe we've got a long way to go, unfortunately, but I feel so bad for him. I can't wait to see him back in action, and I hope that he can be okay, man, because from what I've been hearing, I'm not fucking smart enough to know these, you know, what is it called, like Browns thingy? I don't know what it is, and, you know, all to do with his eyes, technical terms, but apparently it doesn't sound the best. I'm just hoping he can come back fit, and I'm hoping, you know, the fan base stops being so fucking window licking and can really get on board with Tom Aspinall again, and hopefully can generate that hype and go on to be as great as he set out to be. But what do you guys make of this whole Tom Aspinall situation? Do you believe he's the most unluckiest fighter? What do you think about all of this? Let me know in the comments. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to, you know, watch along later for UFC 323 this weekend. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.